And I just told him like this is not legal. That like what Prince is doing. You could have killed him here.
In your wildest dreams, not even wildest dreams, in your dreams, did you think that you'd be doing this well?
Yeah, I mean, I think that was like one of the reason why like Golden Guardians was like, I saw lots of like ups when I chose this team because not much expectation. I've already been on this team before and I know how like who like Sam and Aaron was.
Yep.
Worked with Trevor already, and they were telling me that they were gonna bring in Gory, so River and Gory combo. So I know that other people doesn't have like too much expectation on us, but I knew what we can do. So yeah, I just felt like there is a lot of ups if we do well, and if we don't do well, like people didn't have any expectation of us anyway. But
That's true.
Yeah, I was always confident on myself to at least make top 5 of LCS all the time, and I feel like right now, when everyone is playing well, I feel like we do look like a top team.
Yeah.
And yeah, I think going into playoff, we're just trying to like smooth stuff out.
What kind of stuff?
I mean, like you can see, like today we pulled out some new strategy. We're just testing a lot of things, like a lot of picks, because patch has been changed, and we're gonna go with this patch until the end of the finals.
Yeah.
So we're just seeing what we're actually comfortable at in the champions wise, and yeah, just like laning phase, we do make some mistakes, so we want to just iron those things out. And we also saw the strategies that we were doing in like other regions first, like LPL and stuff, and in scrims when we tried it, it was pretty good, so we wanted to pull it out, but we made some mistakes.
Yeah. I mean, that game was closer. I mean, it was still a back and forth game. A lot of the times when we've seen, I think this year has been a big year for, other than Immortals games for some reason, when a team falls behind, they really don't come back. Other than Immortals finds a way to either when they're head throw or when they're behind catch up. Like that's been really fun to watch. So I think that was, from my perspective, a good thing to be able to build upon. I think for you in your career, what, and I feel like you've been asked this a couple times, but what's it been like reconnecting with Trevor and seeing his resurgence and I guess the respect given back to him and you being a big part of that?
I mean, I genuinely feel happy for him because when we both started playing LCS together, I knew that he was a really good player.
Yeah.
He was a bit young back then, so didn't know like much out of the game.
So weren't you?
Yeah, I was, but I will say I was more mature than him.
Okay.
But however, he was a really good player. I think he could have been even better if he had like more drive and aggression in him.
That seemed to be the story.
Yeah. And after that era, I think for a long time he's been losing a lot. So when I joined on Golden Guardians and he was my AD carry, he wasn't the AD carry that I knew. Like his playstyle was completely changed, and he was pretty passive. So we just talked about how like we should change this playstyle, and he just stepped it up. Like after we pointed it out, and I think that aggression just came back to him, and then he has like similar or like same and better like understanding of the game. So yeah, like nowadays when we're winning, he's like going like Death last 7 games in a row, stuff like that.
Yeah.
So it's just in him. It's just like before he just lost a lot of games, so his confidence was ruined. So
you sound like sorry, I'm smiling just because this sounds like a movie, right? It sounds like here comes Huhi, the AD carry whispered, the boxing trainer, and Stixxay is the boxer that's been down and out for a little while, and you're like, wake up, kid, and you like shake back in him. Was there a moment that it all clicked where you're like, okay, he's back, or was there a moment?
Yeah, I mean, I think for sure, because we've been talking about this for in the beginning of the split, and especially after the FlyQuest game on our like second week of LCS.
Yeah.
He was doing a lot of illegal stuff in the game, and he was surviving and not getting punished. And usually when someone does stuff like that and doesn't get punished, they get a lot of lead because they're getting out of with stuff that they shouldn't be able to do. And I just told him like, this is not legal. That like what Prince is doing, you could have killed him here. And then he just saw those window and he realized that he played way too passively. So after that conversation, I think next week was week 3, and he just started to punish people and carry.
When it comes to League and this game, right? You've role swapped, you've found high levels of success, and you've now found multiple different organizations to buy into you. How much do you still love it? How much do you still love this grind as being a pro? Because you've had an accomplished career.
I think I do love it a lot because it's not only about the game. I think the game itself is what I love as well, but I think I expressed enough of that. But for me, like the journey is what's also really important for me, because you will meet different players, different staffs, and you're basically their siblings or brothers, sisters, until the split is over or you're changing your team. And because you're basically seeing them the entire day for entire year, or like the split that you're playing. So you have that connection growing with them, like meeting new people. And usually they're all nowadays from different countries, different cultures. And for me, I guess I don't have too much like close friends from my childhood because I moved around a lot. And it's just kind of like replacing that by working, and it's just lucky for me. So especially I'm from Korea, and I didn't know anyone here, and now I kind of found a life and kind of like a family here as well. So it means a lot, and that's why I think I love this, because it's not only about the game. Obviously the competitive sideness, I love it as well, but it gives you a lot of like extra stuff.
Like what? What's your favorite extra thing that you've gotten
like
from
friends,
this
people that I know?
Okay.
Now I have 2 dogs and Angela.
This is so wholesome. And also, I'll send you up for that. I was like, there's like one really good answer.
I said your name, Angela.
All right. There's more I want to keep diving into, but I'll save it for a bigger interview. What's your favorite burger joint in North America? I've been asking everyone. What team are you on?
Hi-Ho Cheeseburger.
You're on Hi-Ho. Okay. See, Hi-Ho's been brought up, but I feel like it's only been brought up by one other person, and it's another person of like, I'm like, oh, okay, it's that class. You're talking about things that this career has brought you. It's brought you Hi-Ho Cheeseburger. Do you know who the other person is?
Who?
Now that I've described it. I've described this person as someone who's achieved something and been in NA for a while.
Closer?
No. Closer didn't bring that one up. It was Turtle.
Turtle, oh, that.
Yeah, Turtle was a Hi-Ho team. Team Hi-Ho.
All right.
Everyone else is like, all the Koreans are like, 5 guys are in and out.
Really?
All right, have fun with your guts. Always fun, Jay, to sit and talk, because you're so thoughtful about things, and next time we do it, we'll go deeper on full career. But thank you so much for this thing, and it's been really cool to see this whole success, especially in the face of like people like me, where I was like, this team, where's the firepower? This looks like it's not going to be great, and there it is, and it's all coming together right before playoffs. So congrats, man, and best of luck in playoffs.
Thank you, and thank you for having me.
Yeah, of course. All right, for more, keep it locked here on Digan Esports. Thanks, guys. All right, man. I was like, oh, I'm in trouble.
Oh, thank God. Remember it.